Is talent overrated, or is talent necessary to play at the highest levels? Is talent somebody's opinion, or is it a real thing? Well, we're going to cover it all in today's video.
And now the most trusted name in all of youth sports, here's Coach Mark.
Hey, it's Coach Mark here, and we're not going to waste any time today getting to the answer of this video, which is talent overrated? I want you to watch this little scene, and then I'll come back after it's over and we'll talk about it. Everybody needs a little time away, I heard her say, from each other.
Everybody needs a little time away, I heard her say, from each other.
Even lovers need a holiday, far away from each other.
Even lovers need a holiday, far away from each other.
Yes, I know I put you through something excruciating. You had to listen to the tiny little clips of me singing beside a professional singer, Peter Cetera, the lead singer for Chicago. Now, I know for a fact that you see the difference between talent. I don't have any, and he has a lot. Okay? Very clear, right? Even painful to watch somebody try to do something when they obviously don't have talent doing it. I had a roommate in college, and it was kind of like that. He really thought he could sing, but he could not carry a note. He was even worse than me, which is saying a lot. So when we're talking about talent, we're talking about being able to recognize what it looks like or what it sounds like and making some decisions based on that. For example, I don't have any delusion that I am even remotely close to Peter Cetera, okay? It's so easy for me to see and hear that we're in different worlds. For whatever the reason, God blessed him with a world-class voice, and he didn't me. That doesn't mean that there aren't things that I can do better than Peter Cetera. I bet I could beat him in horse if we played basketball. Just kidding. He might be good at that too. The point is, I'm not trying to pursue a musical career because I don't have the talent. I don't see that happening, okay? Now, where's this all lead in baseball? Well, there are people that just want to play baseball for the fun of it, just like I like to sing just for the fun of it. Now, I try to do it not in the presence of many people because it's not that enjoyable for them. I'm just guessing. But I still like to sing, okay? So that means, it's okay to love to play baseball and play. But it's another thing to say, I'm going to take this to the farthest levels. I'm going to play in the big leagues, but I don't have the talent, okay? Now, there are a lot of people that don't realize they don't have the talent, and somebody has to tell them. To give you an example, I want you to watch this little clip.
Can I start?
Yeah.
2 hours of pushing broom bison, a heap for 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means by no means, king of the road.
How do you think it went?
Brilliantly.
I thought you'd say that. Louis?
It was just very, very average. Everything
Sorry?
everything was average.
What's your definition of average?
You.
You see, a lot of people don't like Simon because, well, he's not very kind in telling people, as you see, that they don't have talent. But these people, unless this is just some big made-up thing, but there are a lot of people that really think they have the talent and they don't, okay? So the answer to the question, is talent overrated? The answer is no. It is not overrated at all. It is 100% necessary to play baseball, for example, at the higher levels. I'll make a statement. There's nobody playing Division I baseball. There's nobody playing minor league baseball. There's nobody playing Major League Baseball that isn't blessed with God-given talent. You'll never go see a game where somebody looks like they have no talent, but somehow they're on the field playing with people that do. Okay? It's just like going to a concert of a big name group. You're not going to go see the Eagles play, but they can't sing. The guys can't play the guitars. They're incredibly talented musicians and singers and songwriters. So talent rises up. Now, does talent alone get you there? Probably not, because the reality of it is there are a lot of talented people in the world, but there are other things that start coming into the picture once you start, getting into he has talent, okay? What starts separating them? Well, things like work ethic. The guy with work ethic with talent beats the guy without work ethic. How about attitude? Having a great attitude and having talent. How about somebody who has a lot of talent with a lousy attitude? Okay, there's just a lot more to having talent. In other words, you need more than just talent. But I will just tell you that without talent, it is impossible to get to the higher levels. I doubt you would talk to one single Major League Baseball player, and if he was being honest, a lot of them are humble and they'll tell you they didn't make their high school team and all this, but their bodies work, their arms work. Speaking of that kind of stuff, let me show you another clip. When we're looking at baseball players, I want you to look at these clips and see what I'm talking about. Now, these are clips from movies of players with no baseball talent at all. I want you to see if you can recognize what somebody looks like with no baseball talent. Watch this. Okay, you see that? It's kind of cringe-worthy. I mean, every time I see a movie or a commercial and somebody's throwing a baseball like that, like they've never thrown a baseball in their life, they can't throw a baseball, they don't have the talent to throw a baseball, it's cringe-worthy. Now watch this. This is what major leaguers look like throwing a baseball.
If you've ever watched baseball as a kid, you've likely wondered if you could hit a Major League Baseball pitch.
Swings on the other way. He's at the wall, and the legend grows. Soaring ball, sky!
See what I mean? I mean, that's what it's supposed to look like. Now, they're the best in the world. Okay, so let me reel this in for you because maybe you're not sure where I'm going with this. The first thing I want to make sure you understand from this video is talent is not overrated. It's necessary. Not everybody has the talent to do the things they want to do. So don't confuse I love baseball with I'm talented. Just like I love to sing, but I would never tell anybody that I'm talented singing, okay? So we have to be honest. It's okay to love the sport, have a passion. A lot of times I'll have parents say things to me like, oh, he loves it so much and he wants to play it all the time and he has so much fun playing, and all that's great. But that has nothing to do with talent, okay? So we have to recognize that talent is necessary to play at a high level. I tried to explain in this video the difference between, in baseball, what talent looks like and what talent doesn't look like. How arms work. Is it nice and smooth? Does it look right? Or does it look hard and stiff and short? As a baseball evaluator, it's really easy to see arms that work and arms that don't work. Now, I'm sorry to burst your bubble to tell you this fact, but this is a fact. If your arm doesn't work, it doesn't work. In 20 years, I've never seen a kid, somebody's going to hate on me for saying this, I'm sure. I've never seen a kid with really bad arm action. He's 5 years old throwing a ball like this. When he's 20. He's one of these guys in the commercials throwing a ball like this. It doesn't change. Just talent. It's how people were born. So some people can recognize that in themselves, just like I can hear my voice and go, that's not a world-class voice. And there are other people, and I hate to use this word, but it's what I call it. It's delusional. You know, it'd be like if I thought I was as good of a singer as Peter Cetera. Okay, that would be delusional. Nobody would think that. Simon would have a field day if I went on the show and tried to sing like Peter Cetera. It's the same in baseball. Evaluators will see kids and they'll say, not a prospect. You know, arm doesn't work, body doesn't work, not athletic. They're just God-given things. Okay, now, if you have the talent, your arm does work, your body does work, then what you really need from there is a plan to maximize your potential, because you have the potential to play at a very high level. If people that really, really know baseball say, wow, I really like the way your arm works. I'll give you an example. I saw a catcher one time. His name was Ryan Schloniger. Great kid, 14 years old. I'm watching him play. He's not even on our team, and he's a catcher. He catches the ball and he throws it back to the pitcher, and the ball just perfectly goes back to the pitcher with perfect backspin. Then I watch him throw down to second, and it just has this beautiful carry. And I went up to him after the game and I said, you know, you can't teach what you do. And he goes, what do you mean? And I said, the way the ball comes out of your hand is special. And he ended up playing professional baseball. So I'm just saying, the evaluators, people like me, major league scouts, college coaches, they really know what they're looking for. And if they tell you you have talent, that's awesome. And they tell you your arm works, that's awesome. Now you got to have a plan to do something with it. But if you hear that your arm doesn't work and your body doesn't work, it doesn't mean you're anything personally. It just means maybe baseball is not the best sport for you to put it all in and tell everybody you're going to play in the big leagues. I know that's hard to hear, but I think a lot of people waste their time when they don't have any talent for it. You know, and they want to pursue it. I'm perfectly fine with people playing baseball and having fun with it, even with no talent, because it's a great game. But to tell somebody you're going to play in the big leagues when you don't have the talent, that's where I think it gets a little dicey. I'm not going to tell anybody that I'm going to be a Major League Baseball player or a professional singer, because I don't have the talent to do either, okay? It's not defeatist. It means, what do you have the talent for? So I hope this helps today. I hope you had a little fun with this like I did. And again, if you have the talent, let's get a plan together and help you reach your maximum potential, because you've got a talent that very few people have. Bye for now. All right, well, if you liked this video about talent, you are going to love the video I have coming up about skills. Because remember, talent is what God gave you. Skills are what you do with what God gave you. And it is a powerful video. So it's coming up February 2nd. Okay, so if you're watching this before February 2nd, 2025, it's coming soon for you. If you're watching it after February 2nd, it's already up. Make sure you watch the skills versus talent video. It's outstanding, if I do say so myself. And make sure that you have the notifications button turned on. That way, every single time we put out a new video, which we're putting out 2 a week of great content, absolutely free for you, make sure you have that notifications button checked, because then you'll know every single time. All right, bye for now.